CFBdyNastyy, Coach Heineman, Coach Octor, Coach Amenta, Coach Segura, Coach Slick, Coach Stevenson, Coach Weimer.
Hello world, back again, huh? We don't get these that often, but this is a twofer. We're going to be recapping week 10 and week 11, and then we're going to be getting really excited about what's to come in the coming weeks. If you can't see me, we've got a full house. Again, they give me the coordinates, I show up. Seems like we're accumulating quite a bit of a fan base here. So hello everyone out there in the crowd. What's up? All right, let's go. No more wasting time. Like I said, we're back again. No more wasting time. Let's go. Of course, we've got two different highlights. So this is week 10 highlights here. First things first, USC, Washington. They're down pretty big, but this is a solid run by Coach Slick. You love to see that. Ripped it right up the middle. Number one, you guys already saw this in the group chat. I hate to watch it again. Clearly 4th and 1. I should have just ran it. I do have a couple of people open, actually. Kyle gets obviously lucky. It was a lucky win. Okay. He's a scumbag. All right. Coach Cheeseson, Coach Screen us in, Coach Sweep us in, Coach Octor, you gotta put him to sleep, okay? Thank you. Next is gonna be, we've got 5 clips, and they're all actually gonna be from Tony. If it wasn't for Tony, I wouldn't have a job. So shout out to Coach Segura, thank you for sending these clips. The rest of you are in the doghouse. As far as I'm concerned, there was number 5. We're used to seeing that deep ball to Nick Harbor. Here's number 4 up 38 to 28, 1st and 10. Corner route, double covered to Nick Harbor, but no one can guard him. What's new? Another touchdown. Here's number 3, 2nd and 5, up 10 to 7. Pretty big play here. 2nd and 5 again. Dig route over the middle, catches it at the 1, runs in. Number 2, this play is pretty crazy. Watch this shit. Roll out right, cross body, deep ball. Dude's wide open. That's not even Nick Harbor, and he's running past the whole defense. Wow. And here's the next one. This isn't the first play of the game, I don't think, because it's not 5 minutes on the clock. So most likely second play of the game. He's going to throw a deep ball to Nick Harbor. You'll see his last game receiving stats up there in the top right. Pretty ridiculous. But we're not done here. This is a twofer as far as the clips are concerned. We haven't had one of these in a while. Where there's a deep ball and then a corner route. Another corner route to Nick Harbor. And that's a broken tackle. And that's a touchdown. Congrats, Coach Segura, on a big win against Coach Weimer coming off that sickness. All right, week 10 results. I had to sim that first one. Florida dominating Georgia. That's pretty crazy, but good win for Coach Octor. He's going to have another tough game coming up this week. Next, Auburn, game of the week. Beats Tennessee. Barely, even though I was turning the ball over like crazy. Someone needs to stop Coach Stevenson. He thinks he's the best player in the game, or best coach in the game, rather. He's a joke. Just know you're playing against, again, a million different coaches, because all that guy does is sit on his ass, read Reddit posts about the best cheese plays in the goddamn game, okay? So someone needs to beat him. He's a scumbag. I hope I get to see him again because I'm going to tear him to pieces. Next, Missouri versus UCLA. UCLA pulls that out. I think I simmed that one too. 22-14. They win by 8. Next, South Carolina versus Arkansas against the computer. 56 points. He's not going to lose that one. Another solid win for Coach Segura. And then lastly, we just saw one of those clips. 42 points for Washington and Coach Amenta. Pretty big offensive day for him against Coach Slick. Oh, puts up 14 points. Next, week 11, UCLA 28. We just saw a bunch of those clips. 59 points again, back-to-back weeks in the 50 club for Coach Segura. and he's going to remain at the top, undefeated, number 1 ranked team in the nation. But he's got a big week coming up this week. Next, Coach Amenta, 21 against the other, I guess game of the week, rather. We had 2 games of the week, 42 points for Coach Stevenson. Winds up doubling up Coach Amenta's score. Next, Computer, 49 for me against Arkansas, who put up 27. They were actually giving me a little bit of trouble early on in the game, but, I was throwing dimes. Next, Mizzou for 19 points against Florida. I had to sim that one, too. So that's back-to-back weeks where Coach Octor's just neglecting the league. I don't know what's up with that, but whatever. Okay. Next, we've got Duel of the Week for Week 10. So Washington is going to win that one. He had 313 yards passing. That's 4 touchdowns, 15 for 17. So very efficient. And then he's got this Denzel Boston guy, only two catches for 113 yards and 1 touchdown. But that's not all. There's no surprise here. Week 11, Duo of the Week is going to be Lenora Sellers. He put up 432 yards, 5 touchdowns, 17 for 24. Again, pretty efficient. No interceptions thrown. Nick Harbor, 8 catches, 245 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Game of the week, we've got 2 of them again. And look, this is going to be one of the most important weeks of CFBdyNastyy history. I can't wait to see the results. It's going to be redemption for myself. Last year, I went 2-1 against Coach Segura, but he beat me in the national championship, and that was our most recent game. He's 9-0, 7-0 in the conference, ranked number 1. He's going to be traveling, though, to Knoxville, 11th ranked Tennessee, 7-2, 4-2 in the conference. That's a 4 p.m. game, November 15th. But the next game of the week is another big one. Ranked above me is actually Coach Octor at number 10. He's also 7-2, 4-2 in the conference. Auburn ranked number 3 now. They're 8-1 and 5-1 in the conference. That is going to be in Auburn, November 15th at 3 p.m. Good luck, coaches. Here's all of our players, our best players on our team. We know them by now. Nick, Em, and Rory. He's a safety. He's got gold aftershock. Everybody knows Nico. He's slinging the rock. Next is McLean, top right. I believe he is a corner. He has, let's see here, nothing too crazy. Silver blanket coverage, silver ball hawk. And I think those are bronze, those other 2. So he's pretty damn good, though. And then lastly is this number 15 guy. I think that's the guy that actually returned that pick 6 on me on that 4th and 1 play that you just saw. Yeah, he's got... he also doesn't have that many crazy, abilities or whatever. Silver duress. But okay. Week 10, player of the week, Nick Harbor. No surprise, 11 catches, 461 for 7 touchdowns. He's probably going to win Heisman. It's almost guaranteed at this point. And then next, week 11, 6 tackles, 3 sacks, 2 forced fumbles for this Amaris Williams fellow, left end. Number 10. 2025 Heisman Trophy race presented by Nissan. Nick Harbor leading the way. Lenora Sellers right behind him. No surprise, he's the one that's throwing him the damn ball. So his stats got to be pretty crazy as well. And then Malachi dropped down to number 4. Here's our conference standings. Things will shake up absolutely after this next week of games that we've got. South Carolina leading the way. Auburn right behind him at 8-1. And then we've got a few individuals in the 7-win mark. So things are going to get pretty damn crazy. Here's our new top 25. South Carolina still at 1, Auburn at 3, Florida at 10, Tennessee at 11. And then we've got, it looks like Washington at 25. Here's the college football playoff bracket. Again, this is going to change, but it does have Tennessee, myself, at the 11 seed going against the 6th seed Auburn. But again, that's going to change depending on what happens. Could be good, could be bad for me. I think if I lose this game, I'm probably booted out of the play. I absolutely am booted out of the playoffs. So big game for me. Looks like Coach Segura probably will remain in the playoff regardless. He might lose his bye. He might not. And then again, yeah, Auburn there. I think the tiebreaker will go to Tony, actually. So I don't know if there's a scenario where he loses his first round bye. Now that I think about it. But we'll see. And without further ado, this was actually going to be the picture of the trophy to remind everyone, but apparently my computer doesn't want to show it, so we'll move on. Oh, there it is. Hey, there it is. I just had to hit some buttons, right? For everyone, if you don't remember, here's the trophy. It's going to go to the winner of the conference, not of the actual national championship, although we may change that at some point. I don't know, I'm thinking about it. It is a national championship trophy. However, if you win the conference, I feel like you win the league. I don't know. We'll this year we'll keep it the same. Conference champion's going to get the trophy. And we'll see who's going to be in that conference championship game. But before we get there, South Carolina, again, this is one of the game of the weeks, traveling to Knoxville, Tennessee. Big game. Don't know when we're playing that just yet, but sometime this week. The other game of the week, we just covered Florida versus Auburn. Excited to see what that is. That's actually a rivalry game, too. So Florida versus Auburn is a rivalry. That'll be exciting stuff. Mississippi State at UCLA, computer game for Coach Waymer. Next is Mizzou versus USC, computer game for Coach Slick. Now that Coach Hess is gone. Shout out Coach Hess, by the way. I don't know if he's looking to come back maybe next year, but I'll hit him up and see. And then lastly is Coach Amenta also going against the computer. So we've got 2 user games with 4 of our coaches and then 3 non-user games with 3 of our coaches. But that's all I've got for you guys. I hope you like it, and I hope you send some more damn clips this next week, especially because it's a game of the week. Don't forget that, all right? Bye.